Hello guys, welcome back. This is Makamu's Bench, only at our number one online TV show, that is Bull and QTV. And today, guess what? For today, we are so much honored to have a guest. He is going to introduce himself and to tell us more.
This is Mr. Kelvin Nyakundi. Mr. Kelvin Nyakundi is a gospel minister.
Yeah.
He's a gospel speaker. And I'm the founder of the KN ministry.
Yeah.
And I'm also the co-founder of the Kelvin worship.
Yeah.
Despite that, I'm an evangelist.
Yeah. This is amazing. This is amazing. So welcome to the Makamu's show, Mr. Kelvin. So as a gospel artist, you know, this is the more of your talent where he is. So you're going to tell us maybe when you discovered when you have this talent of singing.
I think about my singing. I started singing back 2021.
Yeah.
When I joined first year of university. That is when I started singing. It was in December 5. I remember, it is a long story. I remember God gave me something inside me. It was after a service where I remember the person who was preaching was Pastor Chris Munene. Then after the service, he was telling us, wase tafuteni kitu mnaweza fanya, wase tafuteni kafungua hata kabiashara kadogo kenye mnaweza fanya. At least alikuwa na preach juu ya fountain, Pastor Chris Munene. Na wakati nilitoka kwa hiyo sermon, I felt like I was being spoken to. Then I felt God has given me something. Kuna jamaa fulani alikuwa anaimba hapo, mwimbaji fulani alikuwa anaitwa Mr. Best Bad. Nikamfuata nikamwambia, bro, nataka kwenda studio, sina pesa, sina kitu yoyote, lakini ninahisi kwamba ninaweza imba, nataka unipeleke studio. Akaniambia kwenda studio lazima uwe na 4,000. Nikamwambia sina kitu yoyote, but nataka niende studio. Akaniambia tafuta pesa bro. Nikamwambia tu kama ni pesa niko na 1,000 peke yake. So akaniambia ni wewe endelea kutafuta pesa nyingine. But sasa nikamwambia juu msana endelea kuinsist na studio anataka 4,000, wacha tu nimwambie twende niko na pesa. So tukaenda studio na nikamwambia niko na hiyo pesa, but after record song nikamwambia niko tu na 1,000 shillings na sina pesa nyingine. After tushafanya song,
Yeah.
Producer akasema wewe leta tu hiyo takupea song kitafuta hizo zingine. Na hivyo ndio nilianza kuimba.
So it's not something that maybe you started maybe you were young or maybe in high school or maybe primary.
No. Actually, haikuwa inijia akilini ya kwamba siku moja nitakuja kuwa mwimbaji toka nikiwa mdogo chekechea.
Yeah.
Mpaka nilipojiunga na chuo kikuu cha Kelvin University. Hapo ndipo niligundua kwamba kumbe mimi ni mwimbaji. Yeah.
So maybe what can you tell maybe to the young upcoming artists like you, maybe those that are struggling maybe with that 1,000, they can't go to record. What can you tell them?
Thank you so much. It is a problem that I've come to realize that is facing so many young people who are talented, so many young people who have a call. They have fear and they don't have faith that anything can happen. Do you know that 50 bob can buy a sukari, but the way that you approach to buy that sukari is what matters.
Yeah.
So what I can tell young people is that outside there is that decide to take risks in your life. Decide to have faith in your life. Have faith that can move mountains. Say I'm going to do this, even if I have no money, I'm going to do this, and it will happen. So young youths, I once listened to a certain person. She was a woman from Nigeria. She was saying, were it not of the risks that I took in my life, I could not be where I am. Actually, me recording songs, sometimes finances, you see, recording one song is 4,000. One video is 15,000. I've done 4 videos and I've done an album of 7 songs, and now I'm working on my second album.
Yeah.
You see, that is quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
But as a student, as a young person, as a young youth who is very devoted, it is very difficult and a bit of difficult to understand where is this person getting money. But by faith and sacrifices, all these things can happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So do you have maybe sponsors, maybe who sponsor maybe your albums, your songs, maybe your videos? Do you have maybe people that support you financially?
Personally, I've been struggling a bit.
Yeah.
I can say, actually, when my first album, When I give a bit of a small story in how I managed to record all the songs, it is very painful because there are sometimes I've not eaten, sometimes I've lacked clothes to wear, sometimes I've lacked a place to put my head just because of ministry, just because of seeking money to go and record songs. There's a time, I remember 2020 when I was doing my second song, Nifunze Kuvumilia. I did sacrifice not to pay rent. I was living in hostels, so I never paid rent for around 3 months or 4 months. Then the 4th month, it was realized that I was staying there and not paying money. So the janitor came and took everything, my clothes and everything, and they told me, write a letter. And the bill was around 18,000 shillings. So by that time I had no 18,000. So I decided to get out of that place, go out and seek a place where I could stay. I could not speak this to my parents, I could not tell anybody. So it was difficult for me. Sometimes I lacked food, I lacked clothes because all my clothes were taken, everything were taken. And I was not returned as a condition. So I went through a lot of challenges for around 3 good months suffering, but God rescued me.
So to our amazing viewers, you are there, you want to support maybe Mr. Kelvin Nyakundi, you want to support his ministry. Is the doors open?
The doors are open. If
you
can,
there,
and you feel like you can support me anywhere you can. If you can support me, do another album, or do another song, or do another video, it will be a blessing to me, and God will bless you so much too. So my number is 0706 41 57 59.
So you've had the number, so you can support him. At last he will tell us about his media handle, his social media handle. So Mr. Kelvin, maybe you can tell us maybe a little of what is Mr. Kelvin Ministry,
There's a ministry that I run called the KN Ministry. Actually, this is a ministry that God gave me after winning the Mkusa Awards. I'm an award-winning artist. I've been in FEMA. Thank you so much. I've been in FEMA Awards. I've been categorized in the E360 Awards, East Africa Awards, as the male artist of the year. I won the Mkusa Awards, Mount Kenya University Awards, the category of the music and talents, and I thank God because of all that. So after those awards, God gave me a vision to start the KN Ministry. The KN Ministry means in full the Kelvin Nyakundi Music Ministry. This is a ministry that God gave me, and He told me that I have seen so many young people who have talents, so many young people who have potentials, but they don't know how to come up. Nobody is ready to support them. Nobody is ready to tell them, you can do this. Nobody can tell them. So God told me, I've given you this ministry to equip young ministers. Make sure that they come up as you came up. So it is a burden that God has given me, and I'm out here. It is not only for equipping young ministers, but also mentoring them and impacting also the society. That is what all it tells about the KN Ministry.
Wow, this is amazing. As you've heard, our amazing viewers, you've heard from the speaker himself, that is none other than Mr. Kelvin Nyakundi. You've had to take risks. So no matter where you are, as I always say, that where you are doesn't matter, but what matters is your destination. So take the risk to reach to your destination. Mr. Kelvin, you're going to tell us maybe your last words to the Kenyan youth, to invite them in the Kelvin Nyakundi Ministry, and also to tell them where they can reach you in the social media handles.
My word to the youths, first before I say something to the youths, I want to tell you that we have a ministry, an online learning ministry. We are in Instagram, we are in Facebook, and we are also on Twitter, and we are on YouTube. On YouTube, you can search as Gospel Minister Kelvin Nyakundi. On Instagram, Gospel Minister Kelvin Nyakundi. But to our ministry, you can just search KN Ministry, the Kelvin Nyakundi Ministry on Facebook, on Instagram, the KN Ministry. And if you're willing to join our groups, we have a number that I've shared. And one word that I would like to say to our young youths is that the people that you associate yourself with matters a lot in your life. And as I always say, if you associate yourself with the atmosphere of great men, you'll automatically become a great man. And if you associate yourself with the atmosphere of mediocrity people, you'll become a one mediocrity person. So who do you associate yourself with? Whom do you work with? I've taught myself to associate myself with the atmosphere of great men. You usually see the people whom I usually work with.
Yeah.
Dr. Robert Burale,
Yeah.
Ezekiel Mutua,
Yeah.
people, great people. And I want to challenge you as a young youth. These are people whom you can access by the desire of learning. So make sure that you choose right friends in your life. Work with great people. Work with people who are visioned and minded, and great people who want to achieve great things in life. And I believe that God will help you. Associate yourself with the atmosphere of great people. I like saying that.
About the show, Mr. Kelvin. So, as a gospel artist, this is the more of your talent where he is. So, you're going to tell us maybe when you discovered when you have this talent of singing.
A friend who has gone ahead of you. Is a friend whom you look as your mentor. Is a friend whom you wish to learn from him. Who is a friend on your right hand side? This is a friend who knows very well your strengths, knows very well your visions, knows very well where you want to go, and will be there to support you, and will be there to help you carry the ring. You cannot carry the ring alone. He'll be there to help you climb the tree. Who's a friend on your left hand side? This is a friend who knows very well your weaknesses. He knows very well you messed yesterday, but will not be there to condemn you, but will be there to go in knees and pray for you and tell you there is a God of the second chances and a God who can save you. And a friend on your back is a friend who now sees you as his mentor. If you mess, he will have messed. If you are spoiled, he will also be spoiled. So these 4 friends are very key in your life. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Kelvin. We are so much humbled to have you in the Makamus bench. So guys, you've heard a lot from him. I know you've learned. Continue to share our content, that is Bulem QTV. Share our videos, like and comment until we meet again in our next episode, that is Makamus bench, only at our #1 online TV channel, that is Bulem QTV. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. You need to have the 4 types of friends in your life. A friend on your right hand side, a friend on your left hand side, a friend on top of which when they joke, first year.